everyone, welcome back to another full day of eating. Thank you so much for your patience for the past few weeks as I took some time off to relax and spend some time with my family over the summer. I hope you guys all had a lovely summer as well and enjoyed this time with your family. Now that kids are back to school and we're all back to our regular schedule, I'm hoping to post more YouTube videos on a regular basis. So in today's video, I'm going to keep it simple and go through my entire day as to what type of meals I'm currently eating to stay on track with my health and fitness goals. As some of you know, my current goal is to put on some muscle mass on this way of eating. So I am just making sure that I'm incorporating more protein into my diet to help me put on some muscle mass. I am also going to be doing this entire YouTube video as a voiceover as I didn't have the time to shoot, but I really wanted to put this content out there for you guys, so this is the way it's going to be. So I hope you will still enjoy today's video. 90% of the time I eat oats for breakfast. I love oats, but this day I was craving something savory, so I am making savory pancakes here. To make these pancakes, I'm using all the veggies I had on hand. You can use whatever veggies you like. I'm finally chopping my mushrooms. These are cremini mushrooms and some bell peppers, green peppers, and red onions. And I'm going to keep these aside while I prepare my batter for the pancakes. To make these pancakes, I'm using 1 cup chickpea flour, 1/2 cup rice flour. You can use brown rice flour if you like, and then I'm adding all my spices. I will be adding all the details in the description box for you guys. You can get the full recipe there. And then once I've added all my dry ingredients, I'm going to give it a good mix. And then I forgot to add the baking powder, so I'm going to add that in and give it a good mix again. Then I'm going to add some water and give it a good mix. You want to make sure for these pancakes you have a runny batter. It's not going to work if the batter is too thick. You want to make sure your batter is almost like a crepe style in order for these pancakes to turn out good. Once the batter is ready, you're going to add all your veggies in there and give it a good mix, and then we can make pancakes one by one on a non-stick frying pan. To make these pancakes, I'm not going to be using any oil, but if you're not oil free, you can add a bit of oil on your skillet. But I have a really good non-stick skillet, so I'm not going to be using any oils to make these pancakes. I also forgot to add some cilantro, so I added that in, and then I'm going to give it a nice mix again, and then we will start making our pancakes. While pancakes are cooking, I am going to make my dipping sauce to go along with these pancakes. I am using unsweetened soy yogurt. You can use whatever yogurt you like. Then I'm adding some salt, cilantro, green chilies, and some Indian spice. This is called kasturi methi. I will leave the details for this in the description box. And then I'm also adding some chaat masala. Then I'm going to use some plant-based milk to loosen up the sauce and keep this aside. Pancakes are cooking really nicely. You want to make sure that you are cooking on each side for about 3 to 5 minutes on a low to medium heat. And then you're going to repeat this process for each pancake one by one. I highly recommend eating these pancakes when they are freshly made, as they taste the best when they are fresh. I'm going to cut my pancakes in quarters. I find that they are easier to manage this way. You don't have to if you don't want to. And that's it. This meal is ready, and these pancakes are so yummy, flavorful, and the yogurt dipping sauce goes really well together. Do give this meal a try and let me know in the comments what you think. I ate about 2 of these pancakes, and I find I was completely satisfied for 3-4 hours after eating these pancakes. They are very delicious and very filling. Even my kids, they really like savory pancakes and they really enjoy these pancakes. I will leave the recipe details in the description box below. Do give this one a try, and I can promise you, you will not be disappointed. For lunch, I'm keeping it super simple and making a nice green salad. I really enjoy eating salad for lunch, and I always make sure that I eat 1 salad a day. So here I'm using baby spinach, cooked quinoa, and cannellini beans. Chickpeas would also go really well. And I added some peaches. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw my Instagram stories that we recently went peach picking, and we have tons of peaches in our house, so I'm using those peaches to make my salad. And here I am making my salad dressing using the peach. This dressing turned out so good. I will leave all the details in the description box below. Do give this dressing a try, and I can promise you, you're going to love it. It's so creamy, and it's super low in fat, and it's really, really good. If you love peaches as much as I do, then you're going to love this salad. Do give this one a try and let me know in the comments what you think. For dinner, I am going to make a high protein meal with some seitan. This is a gluten flour, so if you are gluten free, I guess this will not work. But if you are not gluten free, then do give this a try. I usually follow the same recipe that comes at the back of this packaging, except I make some modification according to my taste. I will leave all the details in the description box below. I usually meal prep this ahead of time, and I keep it in my fridge, and this can last in the fridge for up to 2 to 3 weeks. And I quickly slice up some pieces and I add it to my stir fries as I need throughout the weeks. So it's very convenient, and it's super high in protein and very low in carb and fat. I really enjoy the taste of seitan, so if you are not used to it, you may not like it in the beginning, but it's very much like tofu. You can flavor it according to whatever sauces you're using in your stir fries, and it will just take over the taste. So it's very convenient, and it's again very high in protein. So if you are trying to build muscles on a plant-based diet, then adding seitan to your meals is going to help you meet your protein requirements without having to add any protein powders. To make seitan, I just added all the dry ingredients in one bowl and all the wet ingredients in another, and then I'm combining both and then going to mix it really well. You will notice as you are combining this dough, it becomes very rubbery, which is the texture of seitan, which is completely normal, and you don't have to knead this dough as much. You really just have to mix everything nicely, and I find that using your hand works really well. And once you form it into a nice bowl or any shape that you like, then you can transfer it to an instant pot in a steam basket, and I steam it for about 45 minutes and then it's ready. After steaming for 45 minutes, seitan is now ready. I am going to transfer it to a plate to show you the texture and how it looks. It may not look very appealing, but it tastes pretty decent. And then I'm going to cut it into slices to show you guys how it looks on the inside. And again, you can use it in your stir fries with whatever sauce you are using and it will taste really good. I'm going to show you two different stir fries I used this seitan in. Here I am using bok choy eggplant seitan with some teriyaki sauce with my rice on the side. And on another day, I used different veggies to make my stir fry with seitan and it tastes amazing. Do give all of these meals a try and let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon on my next one.